Hello, Inside Out family and friends. I'm Michael Grage, and this is my daughter Olivia, my son Jack. My son Noah could not be here with us tonight. We are sponsors for this year's Ally Up Phoenix Rising virtual event. Thank you for being here with us tonight. We hope you enjoy the event, and we certainly appreciate all of your time and energy and effort in supporting Inside Out Youth Services. We support Inside Out Youth Services because we fundamentally believe in their mission to empower, to educate, and to advocate for LGBTQ young people in this community. We hope that you will give generously tonight, and that you will give not only of your time and money, but of your energy and support in any way that you can to help LGBTQ plus youth in this community to thrive and to live meaningful, powerful, purposeful lives. We also want to thank the other sponsors, the Kirkpatrick Family Fund, Ent Credit Union, Maggie Turner with Springs Homes, Marcy Langlois, T. Rowe Price, Platt Furniture, the Design Rangers, Lady Fingers Letterpress, and Brit Films, who have helped and contributed generously to making tonight's event a success. Thanks again, and we look forward to your support in the year ahead.
Hi everyone, I'm Wynette Tasker. I am Lumbee and Eastern Band of Cherokee, and I'm so honored to be a part of this event for Inside Out. The land that I'm currently standing on is within the unceded territory of the Ute peoples. Colorado's history also includes forced relocations of other nations, including the Comanche, the Cheyenne, the Arapaho, and the Apaches. The ties to the indigenous people and the lands can be seen through historical policies, thoughts, and words used. The indigenous people and the land were thought to be tamed or destroyed. This destruction of both land and people continues, and therefore with this land acknowledgement, I would also like to extend an invitation or a type of challenge to you all. First, look into the link between missing and murdered indigenous people and resource extraction. Second, explore the history, perspective, and meaning behind the term Two-Spirit and hate crimes still perpetrated against our Two-Spirit relatives. One notable example in Colorado history is the murder of 16-year-old Fred Martinez. And third, I invite you to attend any of our cultural events that are happening locally, at least virtually for now. Powwows, art festivals, and Indian markets are all a great place to learn more about Colorado's indigenous history and the indigenous people who still live here. So thank you so much for all of you for attending. And thank you so much for Inside Out Youth Services for all of the advocacy work that you provide to youth who are targeted for harm, which includes our youth of color, because Black Lives Matter.
Goodness is rewarded, hope is guaranteed. Laughter builds strong bones, right will intercede. Things you've said I often find I need. Indeed, I see the world through your eyes. What's black and white seems colorized. The knowledge you most dearly prized, I'm eager to employ. You said that life has infinite joy. Your heart, your glee haunt me. Your words strike suddenly. They're obvious, but wise. I see the world through your eyes, and possibilities expand. The one thing I don't understand is how you kept your poise when life has infinite joys. Life has infinite joys. face, your voice. Rejoice to have you back with me is such a fine surprise. I see the world through your eyes. I taste lemon on my lips. I marvel at the sailing ships of well-dressed girls and boys. And life has infinite joys, has infinite joys. Life has infinite joys.
Wow, standing ovation for that wonderful performance. Hi, I'm Marvro Metawagi-Nyaga. My pronouns are they, them, theirs, and I'm a volunteer here at Inside Out. I've seen countless times youth come to our doors, and usually there's some hesitance before they actually ring the doorbell. Maybe their friends told them they should come, maybe an adult in their life recommended that they stop by. But either way, the hesitancy that they feel when they're at our doorstep is something that we kind of all go through in our lives. Finding that courage to come in, be welcomed into our door, and find a place here is something that's relatively hard to do. And as somebody who's volunteered here for a little while, I know for a fact that we do our best to be welcoming. We do our best to be radically loving and helping and supporting everyone who comes in, whether they're a youth, whether they're a volunteer here, or just a Colorado Springs community member. We love the people who come in, and we're happy to welcome you into our family as well. We'd really love it if you could donate. And next we have a video, some of our youth and volunteers speaking.
Going to Inside Out, it really made me feel like I was welcomed somewhere.
I have learned to be myself and to show self-love to myself and love to others.
I learned how to be a leader, specifically in my community, and how to fight for my own rights.
With them, I have been able to have a safe space
where gender diverse and gender expansive youth can come and have conversations with each other that normally can't happen anywhere else.
Inside Out helps people discover their true selves by connecting them with peers and adults who understand.
When I was growing up, there were no folks that I knew of where they were part of the LGBT community. There weren't visible role models for me. There was no place for me to go.
Because as a trans guy, it was really hard, but seeing other people and what they've been through and getting that support is really vital to me.
And it's one of the places I felt accepted because my mom doesn't accept me, but yeah.
Feeling kind of alone. I hadn't come out to my family, friends, school, anyone.
Dylan identified as bisexual. He was being bullied by some people at their school.
Every day these youth are faced with challenges, and we're here to support them by providing services that they may not get anywhere else.
We know and we see every day the implications of youth who do not have supportive, responsible, mature adults who can be loving, who can offer them hope.
Queer people should never be asked to choose between their gender selves, their sexual selves, their affectional selves, and their spiritual selves.
Inside Out Youth Services give this intangible level of hope to LGBTQ youth.
They provide a space and a place for our youth to live, love, and learn. And they also educate the larger community.
All under the supervision of adults who have either been there or are also currently experiencing this. It prevents homelessness, it helps to prevent joblessness, it helps to prevent suicide, which are massively life-altering things. Is truly a one-of-a-kind experience.
Thanks to Inside Out, Dylan has in fact turned into a happy, confident young adult.
I have learned so much about myself. I've been empowered to hold my head up higher.
It really helped me be completely me.
They've helped me learn to be myself.
Inside Out has helped countless youth.
Inside Out Youth Services saved my life.
I'm here because this work matters. The youth matter. This community matters.
All of the amazing work that they do, there is truly no organization like it.
We want to do everything we can to support them.
We're supporting a consistent, safe space and the leadership potential of young people.
We've grown, we've adapted, and we are still rising to the top like a phoenix.
Don't stop. Keep going.
Inside Out has helped me become more confident because I've made a lot of friends through Inside Out. So thank you.
So Inside Out, thank you to all our volunteers and staff, and especially the kids, for having the courage to walk through those doors to another 30 years.
Hi, everyone. I'm Governor Jared Polis, and I'm glad to be with Inside Out today at your annual Alley Up Breakfast.
Hi, friends. I'm Marlon Reese, the First Gentleman of Colorado. I know this event looks a little different for you than years prior, but nevertheless, we're so grateful to come together in support of the incredible work here at Inside Out.
You know, the work that Inside Out continues to do for the community is so important, and it really impresses me. The founders were aware of the need for healthy relationships and safe space for the LGBTQ+ community and youth, really to improve physical and mental health. And 3 decades later, Inside Out is a strong center for LGBTQ youth community, now serving more than 600 LGBTQ and allied youth each year, training 1,000 youth-serving adults, and really helping concerned community members on how they can step up and be a trusted adult and really make our city safer for young people.
I so wish that there had been a youth center like this for myself when I was growing up. I've been able to remain hopeful and optimistic that our children and future generations will grow up in a world more tolerant and with more avenues for help than ever before. LGBTQ+ youth remain at significantly higher risk of adverse mental health outcomes, including depression, anxiety, suicidality, experiencing homelessness, food insecurity, and employment discrimination. Being bullied or assaulted, and as we know, are more likely to use tobacco than their peers. These experiences have nothing whatsoever to do with identifying as LGBTQ+, but are rather impacts of deeply rooted societal bias and discrimination.
Together, through outreach and education, and because of your generous gift of support of life-affirming and life-saving programs and services at Inside Out, we can and are continuing to build a world more inclusive and equitable than ever before. Please join Marlon and myself in supporting Inside Out Youth Services as they celebrate 30 years of advocacy. And let's make sure that the LGBTQ youth of the Pikes Peak region know that we've got their backs.
Again, we want to thank you so much, Inside Out, for all of your dedicated work and tireless efforts in giving the LGBTQ+ youth of today the tools and space to soar to their highest potential.
Thank you, and keep up the great work.
Hey, pump the brakes on how you let go. Was chiefing through the wreckage, check the bleachers for a second, vowed to stay low. Even go and ghost you if you let me. She say I'm stubborn, I just say I have standards that's not bending. Ships in the night, fists when they fight, a dirty game. Fixing the pipes, leaking at night's the same thing. Struggle is like just to maintain. Losing grip, but still salvage chips for the mainframe. Question the circle, love it can hurt you, but we need it. Simple shit comes with life, I'm surprised I'm still breathing. Less on that though, yes I'm on that flow. Switch it up like you didn't think these kids could snap too. I'm just on a mission to get it, like the back tooth. Extracted and compacted to show these people it's that new. Everybody says it while the collective just acts cool. Everybody says it, but nobody on the back true. screaming life is what you make it. Me in four walls while I'm trying to create it, and I've been inside. Yeah. Hey, ain't trying to kill the vibe and all. So hope for change, chase a dream like a waterfall. And yeah, we seen how the tower falls. Close to chest, what I mean when the darkness falls. Look, I think I had a premonition, chilling, dragging on the latest gushy. Pretended I was a killer, pray somebody push me. I'm just trying to be sincere without being so pushy. Yeah. That's just my hang up with us. I don't rap about what you rap, that's just the difference in us. Don't show up how you show up, and your perspective is tough. Yo, sometimes what's inside is the scariest stuff. Hey, look, I'm screaming life is what you make it. Me in four walls while I'm trying to create it, and I've been inside while I'm holding on to loved ones, trying to show them the inside until the love done. Yo, I'm screaming life is what you make it. Me in four walls while I'm trying to create it, and I've been inside while I'm holding on to loved ones. Yeah. Look, hey, what a callous calculation. Spend a day in my mind, couldn't handle what I'm facing. Not as simple as that. Some days you lose the faith, fast as you get it back. Trying to keep it on track. My girl love me, so she say the truth. I'm trying to get on that level so I can have the same excuse. Guess I'm growing now. Take a look at what I'm holding now. Got to ensure there ain't no folding now. I had time to sit inside and think about it, and took a second and figured out it couldn't matter if I was giving it everything that I have. The time that it took, yo, it made me laugh like, yeah. I'm screaming life is what you make it. Me in four walls while I'm trying to create, and I've been inside while I'm holding on to loved ones, trying to show them the inside until the love done. Look, I'm screaming life is what you make it. Me in four walls while I'm trying to create, and I've been inside while I'm holding on to loved ones, trying to show them the inside until the love done.
Wow, thank you so much, Stoney. I'm Candace, I use she, her pronouns, and I'm here to talk to you about the inside of Inside Out. We are continuing to do the work of creating safe and brave space for LGBTQ+ young people in Colorado Springs, even now, even during COVID. Right now, our young people are hanging out in the Discord server. Hi, friends. And we are just so glad to have space where they are safe, where they are building a resilience and being able to create new ways of being for themselves. And now I'm gonna throw it to Taisha to talk about the out.
Hi everyone, I'm so excited because actually we've trained over 600 people here in El Paso County, and it's all because of your support. Realistically, we've been able to train people all the way from state level to district level to parents to make them more equipped to be there and create safe spaces for our LGBTQ youth, the youth that are on Discord and the ones that are not on Discord. We are building GSAs, we are having hotspotting, and our hotspotting is doing such a great job to create safe spaces here in El Paso County. So I want to thank you for even joining us right here, and I'm so happy that you get to see the outside in. If you want to know more about what we're doing, be sure to come on to Inside Out, YS.org. Also, as of course, the outreach educator. Again, my name is Taisha. She, her, they, them pronouns. I forgot to mention that. Oops. What I will say is that hit us up on Facebook, Instagram, and also Twitter. If you're not following us on Twitter, then what are you following? Thanks.
Happy Ally Up. Phoenix Rising 2020, everybody. Jessie Pocock here, she, her. Still the honor of my life to be the Executive Director of Inside Out Youth Services. Phoenix Rising feels like a very resonant theme this year. Just this week, Supreme Court justices advocated for a rollback of marriage equality. Black and brown trans folks are experiencing violence at the hands of those meant to protect them. We are in a global pandemic. Inside Out was founded 30 years ago as a commitment that we support young people in rising no matter what is happening in the world. So, how do we rise during times like this? Well, we rise in the same way we have always risen, in community. This year, rather than giving you a speech about our programs and the risks our young people face, I feel like the governor and the first gentleman did a great job of that. I actually just want to list the things that allies have done to make sure our community center and youth rise this year. Number one, 1/3 of our youth are currently experiencing homelessness. So you dropped off tents, masks, sleeping bags, food, water, so they could be a little more protected and cared for. Number 2, you made sure to enumerate LGBTQ youth in suicide prevention efforts because you wanted to take a stand for their lives. Number 3, you knew parents of trans, non-binary, and gender-expansive youth need support. So you shared your experience with them and helped them love their kids a little more by telling them it was okay to. Number 4, you gave us your COVID opening policies so we didn't have to create that while we were in the middle of trying to be sure that our young people had food, rent, and access to our online programs so they wouldn't be isolated while our whole world shuttered. Number 5, you advocated for us to get funding from the state so we could expand our free therapy program and COVID relief fund. Number 6, you helped our whole team learn Teams and everything else virtual. I am here to tell you that we do this work because we care about young people, not because we're in love with technology, but you made us love technology just a little bit more. So thank you. Number 7, you increased your giving even when everything was uncertain because you were certain of our young people and you were certain of Inside Out. Number 8, you made videos. Let's be real. No one wants to make another video, but you made one because you wanted people to know how Inside Out has impacted you. I have never felt prouder and more honored of the work we've been able to do, of our staff team, of our young people, our volunteers, our board of directors, of our allies. We can't do this alone. We've never done this alone. Every dollar matters. Every vote counts. So please give and please vote and join me in celebrating 30 years of Inside Out Youth Services, our young people like Arrow, and those we've stood alongside as they have risen. Thanks.
Hi, I'm Arrow or Rose. I go by they, he pronouns. I'm 15. I don't know. I grew up in a lot of places. I've moved around since I was very little. I've always been the weird kid, I guess. For a while, I lived in a small town in Texas. I was bullied, harassed, all the things for being openly queer, which was very hard. In such a small rural town, there was a lot of hate directed onto me, which was a really big struggle for me. It put me in a really dark place for a long time. It can be really hard sometimes. It's definitely a struggle because you have to conform just a little bit to some standards, which is really hard for me because I like being myself and I'm happy with myself. I was brought here by a friend from school. They came up to me one day, they were like, have you ever heard of Inside Out? It's a really cool LGBT space. And I was like, cool. And so I came and checked it out, and ever since I just fell in love with the space. It's such a judgment-free zone, and everyone's just welcoming with open arms, and no matter what you want to be or anything, you're just welcome, and it's so nice. I like being able to be in a space with people supporting each other, answering each other's questions, figuring out who we are together. Inside Out is just such a good community space. All the people I've met, all the friends I've made, all the staff is so supportive and sweet, and it's just such a good place to just be. I've also gotten a lot of opportunities going to college classes to talk about being trans, or going to the state capitol for lobby day to be able to talk to our senators and be like, hey, these are important things to us, you should vote for them. Being able to have those safe spaces has made me figure out that it's okay to reach out for help when I need it. I can come in and talk to people and know that I'm okay here. I've been able to figure out my identity, who I am, and that I'm a person and that it's okay to be the person I am. It's such a good place for youth to be able to come and grow and be better people. And I feel it's so important for them to be able to give to the community, and I feel if the community is able to give back, that would make the space just even better. I hope that the world will just be more accepting and loving towards each other. And like, I really just hope that in the future it's going to be more welcoming and like a warm hug like Inside Out is, but everywhere, so we could all support each other and love each other just like we should.
Whew, that was powerful. Thank you for sharing, Arrow. Hi, everyone. I'm Jerry Johnson, she, her, board treasurer for Inside Out. And I am thrilled to be here today, to be in this space and talking to you. I became a board member because of stories like Arrow's. And I'm here because I want to help. I'm a queer Black woman, and like Arrow, I often feel out of place. Sometimes I don't feel welcomed. Sometimes I don't feel like I belong. My gender gets mistaken. When people see my name, they make assumptions about my gender. Sometimes, because of the color of my skin, I get looks or comments that make me feel out of place. We all want to walk into a space like this and feel like we belong. And that's why spaces like Inside Out are so important to me. Now, let's talk about how you can support this space. And real quick reminder, I am the board treasurer. So I love data and numbers, and I would love nothing more than to share charts and graphs with you to compel you to give. But you don't need any stats. You know Inside Out is important. I need you to support this organization that supports our youth, that allows them to be themselves and feel welcomed. We need to be the community that gives back and support our youth. And here's how you can help. Donate today. You can use the link that you see on the screen. You can call us. You can go to the Inside Out website. Better yet, sign up to be an ongoing supporter and contribute monthly. You can become a member of the Giving Rainbow and donate $90 a month. That is $1,000 a year to help support and sustain our youth and sustain this space. All gifts matter, and we appreciate you. I want to leave you with my most favorite quote. There will only be one of you for the rest of time. Fearlessly be yourself. Let's help our youth fearlessly be themselves. Thank you.
Thank you, Jerry. It's so great to have board members here, and I'm just here to say thanks to all of you for being here with us tonight, for coming to ally up with us year after year, especially this year, which is our 30th year. Inside Out has been around since 1990, which is really amazing, advocating for and alongside the LGBTQ+ youth of the Pikes Peak region. I'd also like to send a special shout out to our ASL interpreter, Jennifer Jackson, who has been incredibly amazing. Our behind the scenes folks, right behind the camera here, Hex Audiovisual, thank you to you. To our amazing performers and the volunteers and the staff who are here tonight. But really, thank you. Thank you for your gifts of time, your gifts of money. I see here we're at $56,000, which is amazing. So that's something to celebrate. We have a goal of $100,000 by the end of October, and the giving portal will be open through October 31st. So please continue to share this event, share the opportunity to give and the exciting news about Inside Out with your friends and family, and together I know we can make that goal. So I would like to invite all of the amazing people here tonight back out. You at home, if you're sitting on your couch, get on up. You might not have to mask. I'm going to, because that's what we do around here. And let's celebrate. Here's to Ally Up and 30 years of Inside Out.